Dr. Gabaldo, your 50 years of activity have given you an excellent national and international reputation in the livestock sector. You are known as an expert nutritionist in the formulation and preparation of feeds, functional feeds, additives, supplements, therapeutic products, particularly natural products, for ruminants. He recently registered a patent and an international PCT on a process for processing agricultural urea as feed for adult ruminants.
Certainly, yes. You see, almost all animal nutritionists have noticed the rise in soya, attributing it to the general increase in raw materials as a result of ongoing conflicts or droughts or other market factors, etc., thinking that sooner or later it would fall. But few realized that soya would never again drop in price because, as a competitor besides other animal species, such as poultry and pigs, etc., it was the food market. Let us not forget that the food market, destined for human consumption, is able to bear a much higher cost than the livestock market.
Where and why did the idea for this process come from?
You see, the use of urea in adult ruminants, i.e. with a functioning rumen, dates back at least 50 years when I started working. The only real problem is that in all these years, it has never been studied and used in the right way and in the right doses. In fact, dosages in excess of 100 to 150 grams per head per day are considered dangerous and as a toxic limit, particularly if used over a long period of time, e.g. dairy cow lactation. I have done the exact opposite, studying the mechanism of metabolic demolition or ruminal hydrolysis and investigating its use by the rumen microbial population.
What is it for?
The use of urea could definitively solve the use of soya in ruminants. We are not only thinking of the rich herds of Europe or the Americas, but also and especially of the poorer markets, where in many cases the only food available is dry grass pastures with no protein value, and where the interaction of a little cheap protein could solve a huge food problem. Ruminant diets can also be made without soya, sunflower, rapeseed, peas, broad beans, etc. But there is a problem. When the price of soya rises, so do they. Today, in fact, the only real alternative to soya is urea.
Which products does it replace?
Virtually all protein feeds for ruminants, although by law, the protein to be replaced cannot exceed 40% of the total. An interesting thing is that the slow solubility of my urea would allow very poor fodder to have time to degrade in the rumen and latch on to the nitrogen produced by my urea, with enormous advantages in the use of straw-like and low-quality grass fodder.